Hello and welcome to On the Dawntrail Episode 2. This is my Final Fantasy XIV full playthrough and guide of the entirety of the story / MSQs or main scenario quests. So last I left off, we were here with my character Furious Cable, and I did a couple of things after I logged out that were bugging me. So at the bottom here, I didn't explain before, but this is your action bars, right? And when you level up, you automatically add your abilities onto your action bars wherever in any blank space. I sort of cleaned them up a little bit, and you're able to move them as you level up. So I didn't explain that this is the main menu, essentially, when you press the start button when you're using a controller, or if you press the menu button on a keyboard and mouse. But you can go into your character and go up into actions and traits, and it has this nice window where you can look at everything that you have for your abilities. So heavy shot, straight shot, raging strikes, venomous bite, bloodletter, etc. These are all my current abilities as an archer. If I want to move them to my action bar, I can press the X button, and then it'll tell me which place I want to add them onto. It's even more convenient when you have a mouse and keyboard, and you can literally just drag and drop as normal in any other online MMO. But yeah, so I kind of just changed my action bar so that I have all of my damaging abilities in one spot, all of my sort of utility and support abilities in another, and it makes it really, really easy and very, very convenient. You'll find plenty of YouTube tutorials of other people of how they set up their action bars, but whatever works for your fingers. With that being said, let's get into it. We last left off, basically, I was the envoy or the emissary for the big festival that happens here in Gridania. And now I am tasked with speaking with Khan E Senna at the Lotus Stand. I can take the Aetheryte, head over to... let's see... where I gotta go? Yep, the Conjurer's Guild. That's also the beauty of touching all these Ethernet shards. I can easily teleport to other places. Let's talk to this guy. Ah, you are Curious Fable, are you not? I bid you welcome, sir. The Elder Seed Seer left word that you would be joining her at the Lotus Stand. May I show you in? We'll do it. Lotus Stand. Khan E Senna. I've looked forward to your coming, Furious, but tell me, are you recovered? I am most glad of that. Now, I hope you will not doubt the earnestness of my concern, but I've asked a favor of you, nor can I deny that I summoned you here in part with this in mind. Know, however, that I proceed only upon the understanding that you are rested and well. One thing I'm a little bit concerned about, my stream is telling me I'm dropping a bunch of frames. We'll continue just a little further. If I have to change things up, I will. Thank you for hearing me out. I have written a letter to my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Carteneau and the calamity that followed claimed countless souls and left countless more bereft and alone. In the dark days that followed, many were the survivors who thought themselves less fortunate than the dead. 5 years have come and gone, but the land and the people still bear the wounds of the devastation. Nor are we any closer to learning the fate of the Warriors of Light. Yet so long as we live, never must we give up hope. We owe this to those who laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. In remembrance of them, a memorial service will soon be held upon the anniversary of the Battle of Carteneau. This missive bears the details of that service. You graciously accepted the part of emissary in the recent ceremony. Should you be so willing, I would now make you my envoy and have you bear my message to our allies. Your dedication to the people of Gridania rouses fond memories in me, and I would choose no other for the role. Will you do me this favor? Boom. Humbly, I thank you. As you are no doubt aware, our partners in the Eorzean Alliance lie some considerable distance away, nor are Ul'dah and Limsa Lominsa close to one another. Yet fear not, for I have no intention of subjecting you, mine own newly anointed envoy, to a journey which would take weeks by land. Ah yeah, free stuff. No, I mean for you to travel by air. Receive of me this airship pass. With it, you may make use of the skyways that connect the 3 city-states of the Alliance. The airship landing is situated upon the lower floor of the car line canopy. Simply show your pass, and you will be admitted to the departure area. Before you embark upon your journey, however, you would do well to seek the worldly wisdom of Mion. Few forest-born Gridanians know more of the lands beyond the 12's than she. In better times, airships were available for the convenience of one and all. Alas, the risk of our crafts may fall to Imperial attack has forced a reduction in the number of flights. Consequently, it has become necessary to restrict air travel only to those whose need is great. Such individuals may petition the relevant parties to be issued an airship pass. As it may have deduced, I am myself one such party. Yet I was not alone in desiring that you may be granted the privilege of air travel. Such is the potential you show. We have no doubt but that you will reward our faith in you, Furious. Thanks, Condescender. By the power vested in me, I bid you journey forth as my envoy into the great realm of Eorzea. Walk her fields, brave her seas, and strive to know her better. And wheresoever you go, go without fear, for the path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. Guided by the crystal's light, set forth and discover your destiny. There it is. And that's it. I finally get to go forth and begin my journey as the Warrior of Light away from just Gridania. And it's during these quests that I consider myself finally out of the tutorial stage, because I get to leave my chosen city-state in the beginning. As mentioned before, when you begin your character, you get to choose one class, which kind of situates you in one of the 3 city-states. As an archer, I begin here in Gridania, but now I get to travel to the other 2, Ul'dah and Limsa Lominsa, to see the whole wide world. Let's go to the airship. Oh, but first gotta talk to Mother Mion. Oof. 'Tis good to see you up and about again, Furious. Tell me, did you pay the Elder Seer a visit as I bade? Appointed personal envoy? Applause of one. And now you are to bear the Elder Seer's missive to our allies. Well, it seems you made an impression on the great woman. I can't argue with her judgment, though. You've earned this honor with tireless hard work, and anyone who says you don't deserve it had better not do so in my hearing. Thanks, Mother Mion. I find myself praising you often of late, but Mother is truly proud of you. No. Short of a warrior of light, I can imagine no better adventurer to represent us, and that, my lad, is some compliment. Little smile. But I've flattered you enough for one day, and I don't want your head to get too big, or you'll struggle to lug it around the realm. Speaking of which, Eorzea is a big old place. Now that you have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizons. The sky is quite literally the limit. Literally the limit. Even if your errand didn't call for it, I would strongly suggest visiting the 2 other city-states of the Alliance before you go anywhere else. They are, of course, Limsa Lominsa, City of Pirates, and Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert. Once you've acquainted yourself with them, you can turn your sights on whichever lesser-trodden region takes your fancy. The calamity changed the face of Eorzea, and much of her now lies in shadow, beyond man's ken. It's a veritable playground for a wide-eyed adventurer like your good self. That's me. Mind you, it won't all be fun and games. Each nation faces its fair share of problems, from eternal strife to conflict with the beast tribes and their primals. So don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in the odd, unsavory situation in your travels. But no matter what difficulties you encounter, I am confident they will pull through and emerge the stronger for the experience. These are interesting times for Eorzea, Furious. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally beginning to look to the future. We're not supposed to reveal the future. A period of great change is upon us, and you have a part to play in it. And if that prospect doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. Oh, trust me, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm hitting some bad numbers on my stream connection here. Maybe we'll finish this quest and make some adjustments. Greetings, good sir. This is the reservation counter for Limsa Lominsa bound flights. Oh, are you not Furious Cable, the Elder Seer's personal envoy? We at Highwind Skyways are honored to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, wait, this ain't the airship. Ah, okay. What? What then? Gang plank. Gang. Or the airship. Bum 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 bum. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Linta Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gates. Am I the only passenger? I might actually be the only passenger. It is... looks like it's just me! Let's go! I'm obviously very, very important. And off we go. Oh, hey, my friends, Ida, Papalimo, and the others. Master Lewin. Carnissa. Farewell, Furious. One day, minstrels will sing of your deeds. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Oh boy. Checking in on the bad guys. Castrum Occidens. Wow, you know, I completely forgot about all this.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
Dang.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at the Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Holy. Bruh. Look how cool Nero is. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, ooh. Okay, okay. And where do I go? Up there. Hello? May I leave? Ah, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, my lord. Admiral Blosopin awaits your arrival. Storm Honor Guard. You are the Gridanian Envoy. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Dawntrail. He will be pleased to show you in to the Admiral's command room on the bridge. So this is Limsa Lominsa, one of the other 3 city-states. What the heck? Oh, yeah, I gotta go up. Bulwark Hall? Yes. The City of Pirates. I personally think the story here is the best one, if you started in this area. But this city is also super, super confusing if you go in here without knowing where to go. Dawntrail. Greetings, sir, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. Okay, my missive. Oops. Oops. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please, step this way.
Enter. I did not expect the Gridanian Envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seats here would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
Memorial service to honor the fallen. Just took away her voice. Come on now. Don't make me read. 7 hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Gridanian Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was an answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. He had other plans. The Meteor Project. Legatus Nail Vandarnus, hells take him, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent his lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Contino Flats and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not 1 ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Where Archon Louis Suave was still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on this unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the Beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the Beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all. We need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us, save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Kane-sana has the right of it. I accept her proposal. I really like Merwood. Got one of the coolest designs in the whole game, I think. Classic. Clean. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seedseer receives my reply. You travel next to Old Eye, yes? Boom. Pray, give my regards to General Raban. Oh, and tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Furious. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. That's it, folks. Limsa Lominsa. It's the Limsa Lominsa. Now we can go cruise around Limsa Lominsa. This is the central hub for a whole lot of debauchery. Lots of cosplayers, not cosplayers, but people that glam up and dress around here. Maybe on this server, not as many, but all these people are players. They're just hanging out in the Limsa Lominsa Square. You get some crazy stuff happening sometimes here. But alas, let's just move on. Where the heck am I supposed to go? See? I've been playing this game forever, I'm still lost. Let's see. Limsa Lominsa Upper Decks. Oh, actually, because I'm in the new city-states, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go touch all of the Ethernet shards. Very, very important, and the sooner you do it, the better. So I'll give you a tour of Limsa. This is East Hawker's Alley. This is where you would buy things from any of the vendors. I didn't mention before, but these things called market boards are essentially the auction houses of Final Fantasy XIV. So player-made craftables and rare items can be sold on the auction house, where you can exchange gil, this game's version of money, with other players. For goods and services. Maybe not services, but for goods. Okay, there's one way over there, too. Peloton. Another wing of the vendor area. Way down here is the Arcanists Guild. If you started as a mage that wanted to build into a scholar, which is a healer class, or a summoner, which is a DPS range magic class, this is where your guild would be. Similar to my Archer Guild. I need to get this one over here, Fisherman's. So let's teleport back to Hawker's Alley. And I realized I did not even touch the big Aetheryte. You'll notice interactive items, I guess you could say, are labeled with white. So Aetheryte, this is white. So if I touch it, obviously things happen. There was the market board that I mentioned before. Another one was the summoning bell. So if you click on the summoning bell, you'll be able to access a feature called retainers, which are essentially NPCs that you can use to store things. It's basically the bank of this game, as well as using them to put things onto the market board or the auction house. And I think you have up to 2 free retainers. And through other various ways, you can unlock more. I've never found much need to have more than 2, but everyone's needs are different, you know? Am I going the right way? Where the heck is this place? Let's go in here and see what happens. Oh, I think I'm going back. You see what I mean? Limsa Lominsa makes no sense. That's why the Ethernet shards come so in handy. Once you unlock all the Ethernet shards, you can literally just teleport wherever you need to be. Just find the one that's closest to wherever your quest marker is, and you just teleport there. Doesn't get much easier than that. You have to run around all these places where you just absolutely get lost. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Go back to the big Aetheryte. And we can go upstairs. I think there's stairs somewhere. Oh, there we go. We go this way. Hold on. Limsa Limits are upper decks. Here we go. This looks like a stairwell, I believe. Yeah, there we go. There's 2 floors of Limsa Limitsa. Upper and lower decks. I was just in the lower, so now we're in the upper. The Drowning Wench is essentially the Adventurers Guild. So this Barderon person is the person you'd be talking to rather than Mother Mion if you started here in Limsa Limitsa. Yeah, I'm definitely dropping some connection with this stream. Once I click on all of these, I think I'm going to be right back. Half Castle? Okay, where am I missing? Okay, let's go all the way up here to the north. Sprint and Peloton do not stack, so if I have Peloton on, Sprint will just override it. There's no need to cast both at the same time. Peloton also is only used for out-of-combat scenarios. You can't have permanent boost in movement speed by spamming it when you're in combat. It's simply auxiliary. And then one more thing. The Marauders Guild is another combat-based job guild. Become a warrior. A tank class. Let's see, this is it. Yeah, got them all. Okay. You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Limsa Limitsa. The Zephyr Gate, the Tempest Gate, and the airship landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. Thanks. Yes, sir. And yes, sir. Perfect. So my quests here on this side says, speak with the something at the airship landing. And I think I can go directly to the airship landing. Rather than try and find it on the map, I can just teleport directly. Excellent. So before I begin the next part of this quest, I will be right back. Let me see if I can pick some settings so that my stream isn't dropping so much.